Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Thai Conversations with Ida Padikuor Na-Tei. If you're new to this channel, Thai simply means technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And today we're going to be talking to Emmanuel Champong, who happens to be a Ghanaian that is currently based in the US. He has come up with a new innovation for the fashion industry where he uses artificial intelligence and augmented reality to determine makeup shades and makeup foundation for people in the fashion industry. So without wasting much time, Emmanuel, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Ida.
All right. So I'm just going to go right into it. Tell us about yourself. Who is Emmanuel Champong? I already said you're Ghanaian, but who are you and how's your tech journey been so far?
Yeah, so I'm Emmanuel Champong, like you mentioned. And going a little bit back, I went to high school at Presec, Legon. And after that, I went to KNUST to do electrical engineering for 1 year with Ida. Ida was my classmate. And she was like one of the smart people. I remember, you're one of like the smart people in the class. So kudos to you on that. But I spent like a year at KNUST and then I got the opportunity to go to Berea College in Kentucky, where I did computer science and math. I found out like electrical engineering was not for me. After an applied electricity class, I was like, I'm out. Nope, this is not for me. So I found I like math more. So I wanted to do math, but then I found myself in computer science. And I was very, very fortunate. One of the internships I had, I got introduced to AI by one of my managers. And I loved it because it was at the intersection of math and like computer science, right? Because I really like math. So that intersection as well, like, it got me intrigued and got me interested in that. I worked as a little bit as a machine learning engineer at a bank called Morgan Stanley. And then I went back to grad school where my capstone or my thesis was in like the intersection of AI and laser guns. And now I currently work at Microsoft. I've been building Robomua, Robo Makeup Artist for a while now, to integrate or find ways in which artificial intelligence can help make the makeup retail business more innovative and more efficient for all skin tones.
Awesome. So tell us about Robomua, right? How did you come about this project? How did you chance upon this idea?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I think I get that question a lot because a lot of people assume that like, because I'm a guy, like what am I doing in the makeup field? First of all, like a lot of people wear makeup. And I think your favorite rapper in a music video is wearing makeup. Like you don't know, but they are, right? Your favorite presenters on TV have makeup on them as well too. And like there's so many applications of makeup. Makeup is not just like lipstick and that, just to put that out of the way. But I was like in my AI ML journey. And one of the advice that my managers or my mentors in this space gave me was that don't look at projects that everybody is building, right? Try to find unique projects that you can build to help you stand out. It's like everybody's building like a fintech company. Everybody's doing something, like do something that is so unique that, even if it doesn't work out, like your job prospects are always going to be, exponential, right? So I was learning computer vision at the time, but I started watching a couple of YouTube videos and every makeup influencer, that's what they are called, they're complaining about the exact same issue, right? Like they're complaining about like being able to find the right shade of like foundation for themselves. And everybody was complaining about, from the lightest person to the deepest skin tone, like everybody was complaining about it. And I was like, oh my, this is like a data problem, right? Because the way people were matching was like they'll try, like they'll swatch it on their face and then they'll see if they match this, and then they'll swatch another shade and then they'll swatch another shade. And it can be unhygienic, especially if you are going to like a boutique to get it. And then imagine having to swatch things that multiple people have swatched in your face. And I was like, this is a data problem, and computer vision, like just a field in AI, can help solve it. So that was how that attention came. It was out of an interest to build something unique in the space, and realizing that people in AI rarely focus on the beauty space. They don't pay attention. A lot of people in the beauty space rarely focus on AI. So it's the perfect intersection, one, to learn and grow my skills as an engineer, but also to work on real world problems that can impact real people.
All right. So how does Robo Makeup Artist work? Is it web-based? Is it a mobile app? How does it work?
Yeah, So we are currently, there are different features that we have, and currently we are only web-based right now, but I can still use it on the phone. And because of some privacy issues and the way we handle data, us not wanting to track our users' data, we've started with a web app. So we have a web application where users can take a picture and then get foundation, skin tint, and concealer recommendations. We also have a feature for shapewear, but it's mainly for B2B customers right now. So you just go on the website, you try out and see if you get the recommendations. Some of them have augmented reality features for you to try it out on yourself to see if it's an actual match. Yeah, but that's how, like, it's right now a web app, but we're working on a mobile app that will be launching hopefully very soon.
So when you go on the website, is it that you upload your picture or you do like a live video stream or something?
Yeah, so right now you upload a picture. So you can either upload a picture or just take a picture inside of the web app, and then it will give you the results.
Okay, so how do you think robo makeup artists can change the face of the fashion industry?
So I think we've been working with a lot of brands and a lot of companies, and especially right now, one of our partners is called New Bar, but they're in the shapewear industry. Shapewear that is like nude shapewear. That's a shapewear that is reflective of skin tones, right? What we are trying to do and what we are hoping to use this technology to do is that, like, the people interested in the fashion and beauty industry come in different skin shades and types, right? And it's very difficult for like the person to be able to look at a particular skin tone and give like recommendations, right? It's a huge data problem because there's so many different skin tones. Even with dark skin, there's so many undertones, right? And it's a data problem, right? And so being able to have data to make the fashion / makeup industry more inclusive, that's the goal we are hoping to achieve using technology.
All right. So what are some of the brands you have on your platform? What are some of the popular brands?
Yeah, so currently we have our algorithm can recommend for over 30 brands. Fenty Beauty, NARS, Huda Beauty, there's Liz. There's also like high-end ones like Gucci, Dior. There's also Black-owned businesses like I said Liz. There's a couple. They're just skipping my mind right now. Red Beauty.
Okay, no problem. But then yeah, about 30, right?
About 30, yes.
Okay. So what has been your feedback on your product so far? What feedback are you getting from users, from clients, and even from the product suppliers?
So the main feedback is, again, like, because what we are building is a 0 to 1 product, right? It's not like everybody's building it, and so we are just taking an idea that people are building and then like shaping it up. Because what we are building is a 0 to 1 product, it's a bit more difficult technically, right? Like I said, there are so many different undertones for particular skin tone, right? Like I'm dark skin, but like my face has red undertones, my chest has yellow undertones, my arms have red undertones, but my inside, right? Human skin is very, very complex. And so some of the feedback that we're getting is that we do need to keep increasing the shade range. We have around 50 shades, and believe it or not, it's still not enough, right? So that's why we are increasing our data set to make sure that everyone on that skin shade spectrum gets it. So other than that's like the things that we have to work on to make sure it's more inclusive by increasing the shade range and the undertone range for our users. But other than that, I think one of the things our users love is how simple the product is. And for the B2B customers, they really appreciate that somebody is taking time to look at this problem and build solutions around it, right? Because a lot of people in tech don't fully, they don't understand the makeup or the beauty industry, so they treat it as it's like a vanity thing, right? But to hear people say that, hey, I really have a lot of issues trying to find the right shade in skin tint or like makeup foundation, and your product helped me get it, is very, very satisfying. So that's been like mainly the feedback we've been getting.
Okay, so what has been your most challenging moment in this journey?
So I think the most challenging one is technical, right? Again, I don't want to say nobody's looking into this, but very few people are interested in AI and beauty, like very, very few people, right? And if You can try to look up like uh, dark skin with golden undertones on Google. Like you can actually try and Google images. You'll see that the data is very, very little. Like it's almost as if nobody cares, right? And so what we are doing is we are building everything from the ground up. Our data is scraped by us and we have to manually inspect and check because there's no data set available publicly that is like, hey, dark skinned people have all these types of undertones. Let's document it. It's not available, right? And so that's been the biggest challenge, gathering an inclusive range of data for our data set. But other than that, everything else like training the models, the machine learning models, those are kind of the easy aspects. But being able to build technology for all skills, that's the hard part. Oh, I think, and one last thing though. Because the products we built are used by people, I think we have real world users around the world. It's actually very, I don't want to say difficult because working with people is very difficult, right? But building technology for people can be very, very difficult because a lot of people, they come to the platform, they don't understand that like what we are building is a 0 to 1 product. It's like it either works or it doesn't work for them. And if it doesn't work, some people get like, hard-headed and, some words get exchanged. But like, it's like, they don't care that you spent 3 weeks building this algorithm. They uploaded a picture and they didn't get the right foundation and then they're angry. But we have a very small team and that has been like very difficult to manage. But it's been a fun journey altogether.
Okay,
very.
You said it's been fun. So what has been your most memorable moments in this whole journey? Like that moment that really struck you or you realized that everything has been worth it?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So I think I looked at this project more from an engineering perspective, right? I know that it's a business and we have to think of it in the business sense. But for me, like as an engineer, like that's like having a product that works and is technically innovative and very high level caliber of code, isn't it? That's what excites me the most. But one of our users was in Dubai, which like Dubai is a huge makeup industry. And I didn't like when we were building it, like I don't think we thought about like people in Dubai, you know what I mean? Like every time you build a product, there's always like a target audience. Obviously people in Ghana were like a target audience that I was thinking about, but I didn't think about someone in Dubai. And then this lady wrote so we have a feedback form, and then this lady wrote a whole like paragraph, right? Like detailing every single thing that was worth it on the algorithms, how the algorithms work, what the UI was about, how it's helping the makeup thing and she uses for her customers. And I was like, oh my God, like that to me was it was the wildest thing, right? That like I'm here and I can build a product that someone in Dubai who has no like they don't have any there's no way I like interact with them on a day-to-day basis, right? Like it's not like I'm on social and then they are able to use something that I built or we built, and then they're able to get value from it. So much value that they're willing to write a whole paragraph. That was like the moment I was like, we might be.
Everything's been worth it. Okay, so is the platform free or you have to pay something?
So right now, we have our B2B page. It's free to test it out and try it out right now, right? Okay. But we have specific businesses that we are working with who have to pay for it. But so let's say if you're a brand and you want to use our algorithms, then you would have to pay for it. But for the average user, you're not paying for it right now.
All right. So thank you, Mano, for joining me. But my last question is, what are your plans for the future and what should we expect from you and your team in the years to come?
So we've been testing a lot of features. So like I mentioned, we have a shapewear product feature that is out right now that is being used by businesses. We have skincare features that are coming out soon. What we want to do is to help our users across the entire beauty journey, right? So not just makeup, hair extensions, different types of hairstyles, hair braids, wigs, eyeshadow palettes, eyebrow products, lip products, all the way to body lotion, skincare products, face masks. We've been building all these features and testing them out. But again, due to the complexity of human skin, we want to roll it out very slowly. And so there's going to be more features to help our users across the entire spectrum of beauty and skincare. And I really can't wait to have people have access to what we've been building.
And I also can't wait to, experiment and test out my skin tones and all of that on your platform. So thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for making the time. And thank you so much for telling us about your project. And thank you for not sleeping on the idea, because you could have had the idea and slept on it, but then you've been working on it and you come out with this wonderful product. And I'm so glad that I know you, and I wish you the very best on this journey. Okay, so to our viewers.
Thank you so much.
To our viewers, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. Love you. Mwah.